Hello everybody, Mr. Odom here, and we are going to look at a problem from section 4.3. You'll need your pencil, composition book, or notebook paper. Probably will need a calculator for this video. The learning target is I can solve a word problem by writing and solving an inequality. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see, I've got this storage space, and it says write and solve an inequality that represents something. It represents the number of boxes. And that, for me, is going to be my variable, because I don't know how many boxes I can stack in my storage unit. So that's just I'm going to call that X. So here's my storage unit. This is how tall it is, and this is how tall each box is. So I want to figure out if I take 27 inches and I multiply it by the number of boxes I have, that will tell me how tall that stack of boxes is. Okay, and that stack of boxes has to be less than 12.5 feet. So one of the things we have to do is I'm working in different units here. I have inches and feet. So let's convert 12.5 inches into, let's convert 12.5 feet into inches. So 12.5 feet. That's the same as 12 and a half feet. So 12 feet is how many inches? Well, I know 1 foot has 12 inches, so 12 feet I have to multiply by 12 times 12, so that's 144 inches. What about half of a foot? How many inches is that? Well, if 1 foot is 12 inches, half of a foot is 6 inches. So if I just add these two numbers together, that tells me that 12.5 feet is 150 inches. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use 150 inches as the height of my storage. All right, so my inequality is going to say that each box is 27 inches high. I have a certain number of boxes, and that height has to be less than, could it be equal to 150 inches? It could. Or it can be less than that. It can't be greater, because then I wouldn't be able to stack the boxes in there if when I stacked them, the total height was greater than 150 inches. So this 150 inches is important. I have to make sure my stacks of boxes are less than 150 inches tall. And guess what I can do now? I can actually solve this inequality, and it will tell me how many boxes I can stack. I need to divide by 27. That's a positive number. That's important because that tells me that I'm not going to change the direction of the inequality symbol. So X, which is the number of boxes, has to be less than, and you go in your calculator, 150 divided by 27. And I get this repeating decimal. 5.55, and the 5's repeat. Okay, so it's a little more than 5.5 boxes that I can stack in my storage. But each box is really, it's 27 inches. So I don't think I could make half of a box, right? I'd have to cut the box. So really, you can stack 5 boxes. Okay, let's look at question B. Can you stack 6 boxes vertically in the storage unit? Well, we know from our answer, we already know for part B. Why don't you put this as part A? So here's part A. So for part B, we already know the answer is no. Why? This tells us that I can't stack 6 boxes. because this variable, the number of boxes, has to be less than 5.5 repeating. So the answer is no, you can't. Because 6 boxes, how tall would 6 boxes be? So 6 boxes would be 27 times 6, and I can put that in my calculator. 27 times 6, that equals 162 inches, right? And I have to make sure that when I stack my boxes that the total height is less than or equal to 150 inches. So I can't stack 6 boxes in there. All right. So that's why the answer is no. Okay. So that's it for that problem. Hopefully that was helpful. And if you have questions about it, bring them to class. We can go over this problem again in more detail if you need to. But this is Mr. Odom. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being patient with me and working with me. I really enjoy working with you. So I'm out. Have a good day.